I'm Andrew McGuinness, and I'm the musical director for the Baltic Soul Orchestra. The Baltic Soul Orchestra is an orchestra that I was asked to put together for a soul festival in Germany that happens once a year. We fly in different artists from the Supremes, the Temptations, UK artists such as Alexander O'Neill, Joyce Sims, younger artists like Omar, and I was asked to put together an orchestra that would accommodate all the musical styles of all those different artists. So we have a 20-piece orchestra. The orchestra actually performs with every single artist at the Weekender, and I think that's quite a unique thing to have. Today we've been working on one particular artist, a lady called Gloria Scott, and one particular song of Gloria's called All of the Time, You on My Mind, which is actually an unreleased track from her unreleased second album. So we obtained the demos from the estate of Barry White a few years ago, and I transcribed it, and so we've been performing it and practicing it. When an artist has played a song for 40 years, it morphs, it changes, because it gets boring to perform this. I can understand that. My philosophy is to try and transport the artist and the audience back to the first car, the first girlfriend, graduation year, you know, that summer. You know, everybody remembers that particular summer. And that song was on the radio. So I try and go for authenticity, hence we've got strings, like in 1974 with The Sound of Philadelphia. We try to recreate The Sound of Philadelphia live on stage. Basically, I get given a list of songs, and then I go looking for the original MP3s, you know, the original recordings, and then I start to listen to them, and I put them into Cubase first of all. Back in the 1960s, 1970s, they didn't have click tracks. So I have to tempo map everything. And that's quite intense work. Essentially, when I've finished with the MIDI, and I'm as happy as I can be with obviously the limitations of MIDI. But once I'm basically happy, I'll go to Cubase Editor, Cubase Score, and I worked with Cubase Score for 8 years. But now, since, 2 years I think it is now, with Dorico, I've started to simply check my work in Score Editor in Cubase, and then I export that as an XML data, so the whole score, not individual instruments, but I take the whole score and XML export in the Dorico project. The whole workflow is a lot quicker. Where I was spending 4 hours in formatting, I'm now spending 20 minutes, if that, per song. I can get through a lot more work in a day, and I can knock off earlier in the day because I'm not still sitting there going, So it's enabled that as well. So, and also the additional benefit of Dorico, for example, to have it on your laptop, on stage, at rehearsal, because we only have 2 hours rehearsal per artist. So if they need to, transpose a song half a step down or sometimes more, it's 2 or 3 clicks and off to the printer. And there we go. So within the time it takes to have a quick cup of coffee, the artist is happy, which makes everything look more professional, more streamlined, more efficient. So that's one of the main benefits of me personally working with Dorico. One thing that does stand out for me is, apart from actually working with the program itself, which is, it's an incredible time saver. The company itself, it seems like very familiar and a very friendly. You seem like you're involved in the project somehow. You can always get in touch with somebody. It's a good feeling. It's a nice feeling. It makes you feel like you're actually involved and that you're partly creating the program with the people that actually create it in the technical term. So you feel like you're contributing something because your questions will be heard. We're currently scoring for 85 songs for 8 different artists, all using Dorico this year. I like that. That was amazing. Yeah.